Yo, what's going on? It's Saw Dudes. My name is Dean, and I want to first of all say thank you so much for joining me today. It's very much appreciated. Now, in the background, we actually have some competitive Overwatch. This is actually from Season 2, so it's a little bit outdated, but I thought it filled the role, no pun intended, but it filled the role in the position of what I wanted to talk about in the context of this video, and that is knowing your role in Overwatch. Now, this is something that I see as kind of a common trend amongst players who play the game Overwatch, who are trying to get involved into competitive a little bit, and I noticed that this is kind of a common thing that people just don't understand, is knowing your role and what position you should play. Now, the first thing that I want to mention is that you should pick your position based on the game type you're playing. So I kind of discussed in another video that the meta isn't that important, but you should also kind of be conscious of what players, or what heroes I should say, work better on what particular map. So like right here we're playing a payload map, and for whatever reason I thought Junkrat would be a very valid player on this particular map on defense. Now I don't remember the people we were playing and what they were featuring, so I don't remember why I chose this, but I felt like this would be a good pick, obviously, and it seemed to have worked. And I think that's important, that like you want to kind of pick your hero based on the type of game mode and the map you're on, and that's an important thing. But one thing that I really want to mention is that you shouldn't fill a role if you can't play it, and I see this happen so much, and I do this as well. So a lot of the times you'll see nobody will pick a Reinhardt, for instance, and Reinhardt's a very important hero, a very powerful hero is what I was going to say, but he's a very important hero to the game. Like, you need a Reinhardt typically to be successful, especially when you are on offense, and a lot of times you will not see someone pick it. Why? I don't know. It's just like people aren't comfortable playing it, or they don't want to play the tank hero, and I will choose Reinhardt. And I will admit, I'm not a good Reinhardt. I'm not very good at it. I don't play the hero well. And I think that's something you have to get away from, is that you have to know your strengths and weaknesses as a player. And this goes for any game really, but in Overwatch it's very important that you pick a hero that you are successful with, because if you're not doing your job, if you're not doing the role that you're intended to do, you're going to struggle and you're not going to help the team out. So I think it's important that if you can't play that position, or you can't play that particular hero, don't play it. So what I would say in that instance, for me, I'm not a very good Reinhardt, but there is an not an off meta, but an alternate hero who can kind of fill that role as well, which is D.Va. She can't fill the role quite as well as Reinhardt of absorbing all the damage, but I play D.Va a lot better. And if we're missing that tank hero and we need that tank block type of player, but I can't play Reinhardt, I would say play D.Va. I'm decent at D.Va. I feel like I play her hero pretty well. So that's an option for you out there. If you are struggling and there's a hero out there that needs to be filled, but you can't fill that role, you have to be honest with yourself. Kind of let yourself know, or let the team know what you can play and what you can't play, because if you're playing someone that you can't play, it doesn't help the team. Like, you're just gonna screw your team over. And that's kind of another thing that I wanted to mention, and I'll talk about this more in another video, that you should really be good with at least 2 heroes in each category. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, I think I'm best with offensive heroes, and I know that the offensive hero is generally the player, or the hero that people gravitate towards, just because it's the DPS. It's more fun to play that type of hero, but that's what I'm most successful with. I think that's what I do the best with. So I'm going to be honest with myself and tell my team, hey, I'm pretty good with DPS. That's what I would prefer to play. I don't really like playing tank. I'm okay at healing. I'm good with Lucio. I'm good with Zenyatta. So now my team knows that, but you should definitely try and equip yourself with 2 particular heroes in each class. So like the offensive hero class, like I said, I'm pretty decent at it. Overall, I think I'm pretty decent at, but like the tank class I struggle with. I think I'm good with D.Va and Roadhog. So there you go. There's 2 heroes that I'm comfortable playing, and I know I can fill a role if need be, but I'm not going to have to go out of my boundaries, I guess. Defense, I'm okay with defense, but I suck at sniping. So you're not going to see me play Hanzo or Widow, but you will see me play Junkrat or Mei, so I can fill that role if need be. And like I said, with support, I kind of struggle with that. Well, I wouldn't say I struggle with that. Support's probably my second best position after offense. But like I said, I can't snipe, so I'm not going to play Anna. I'm not going to play, I guess she would be the only sniper in that category. But yeah, I'm not going to play Anna. I'm going to try and play Lucio or Zenyatta, because those are the heroes that I feel most comfortable with. And again, it's very dependent on the map. But yeah, that's something I want to mention, is you should just try and be versatile in your heroes that you can play. I think it's a very important thing. But just knowing your role and knowing what you're good at and what you're bad at is very important. It's not a bad thing to say, I'm not good at this, I can't do this, I don't want to fill this role. Like, you definitely want to try and win, you want to try and sometimes fill out those roles, but you want to fill it with a hero that you're comfortable with so that you can get the best out of your team and the best that you can in order to win. And I think that's something that people neglect and they need to recognize a little bit more. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think on this topic if you have any input on it. I know that this is it's something that I've heard discussed before, and I'll leave a link to the video that kind of gave me the idea. So check that video out and just kind of be receptive to the idea of kind of knowing what your position is and what role you're best at, because it'll definitely help your team out and it'll make your overall experience in Overwatch a little bit better. And also, one last thing I want to mention, because you should know this, but if you're not acknowledging this, remember that Overwatch is a game of switching heroes to match the other team. So don't be afraid to switch heroes. If you start with Diva, if you start with Reinhardt or whoever it is, and you're not doing well, you're not feeling comfortable, and I don't know, maybe they have a Genji and you need to counter that, switch to Winston. There you go. If you like this video, give it a like, and if not, feel free to give it a dislike. And other than that, guys, I will see you in the comments below. Peace.